I'd like to start off with a quote that I hold very near and dear to my heart. Education is not preparation for life. Education is life itself by John Dewey. For those of you who don't know, John Dewey is the creator of the Dewey System, something that we use to organize books in our library. I think this quote is really important because it epitomizes what I'm going to be talking about today, and it's actually the very quote that inspired me to give this talk today. So, when we compare human beings, we compare them based on material possessions, we compare them based on wealth. But no matter what these different things are, the underlying platform behind all of these different things is education, and that's what makes it most important. Now, I define education not as sitting in a classroom learning about world history, or sitting in a classroom and learning multivariable calculus. I define education as learning something you're passionate about. It's about learning something new. Education can come in the form of just, talking to a stranger outside on the street and learning a new thing. As long as you're passionate about it and you're learning, that's what education is. So today, I'm going to talk to you about a story, a journey, my very small attempt at trying to improve education and spread it to more people. My story starts in 7th grade. And in 7th grade, my dad introduced me to a computer science teaching website, and instantly I fell in love with it. I was like, wow, this is amazing. And it's something that stuck with me till this very day. So AP Computer Science is the basic kind of high school computer science course that you can expect to take at high schools. So going into 9th grade at Washington High School, I was very, very excited to take this course. I was like, this is a course that I'm really going to enjoy, and hopefully I'll excel at as well. When I started 9th grade at Washington, I found out that AP Computer Science wasn't available. And this kind of bummed me out, but unfortunately there wasn't anything I could do about it. And I continued on and I self-studied AP Computer Science in 9th grade and kind of figured my way out through it. Then in 10th grade, I was talking to a lot of my friends about APs in 9th grade, and they kept talking about AP Computer Science, and I told them that, I self-studied AP Computer Science in 9th grade, it's not too bad. But the thing was, all of my friends, especially the girls, were really, really afraid of computer science. And this was something that even though they were interested in it, they were afraid of it because they felt like AP Computer Science can't be taught without any guidance. And that kind of prevented them from going into computer science. And I was thinking to myself, wow, it's such an amazing subject, and it's really disappointing that these people aren't able to go into something they're passionate about just because of a restriction on the school. So I decided maybe I can take a step to help some of my peers get access to computer science education. So I started a computer science club at my high school and basically pitched it as a way for students to learn AP Computer Science. And at our first meeting, we had around 75 members attend, which was really, really exciting and surprising, and it really confirmed for me that, yes, there is an interest in computer science. And after that, the number stabilized at around 30 students who were dedicated to AP Computer Science, and as I was teaching them, they were learning and they were following along just like it was any other class. But then I encountered my first hurdle. Slowly the number of people attending started dwindling, and it kept going down and down. And this really worried me because I thought, now that they have access to computer science education, why aren't they learning? Why don't they want to come? And, I started talking to my friends, and I found out that there was something I had completely forgotten about. These days in high school, you're expected to maintain perfect A's, cure cancer, and win an Olympic gold medal. And that's something, an AP Computer Science course can't take the place of that. I realized that I wasn't able to do one thing, and that was make an impact. So I thought to myself, how do I make an impact? And my solution was decoding AP Computer Science A. I decided to leverage my use of technology and my interest in technology to make computer science educational accessible to all. So Decoding AP Computer Science A is a free online course for high schoolers looking to study AP Computer Science. To relate to all of you guys, you can think of it kind of like the Khan Academy for AP Computer Science. So this idea just came to me while I was thinking, and it was something that I really pursued and went through with. So while I was developing the course, I started off by organizing all the lectures, and that was something that really required me to do a lot of thinking because it's so many complicated concepts in AP Computer Science, and organizing them is definitely one hard job. But after I surpassed that, I encountered one of the hardest parts of developing the course, and that was recording myself. I thought that would be the easiest part, but I realized that I needed big budget audio and video equipment to be able to record it. And that's something I didn't have, and that's something at that moment I didn't have access to the funds to get that. So I started shopping around for different corporations who would be willing to support me in this venture and kind of help me out with as I look to make an impact on the community. And fortunately, a corporation, Udemy, an online course platform that actually hosts my course, decided to take on all the financial burden of the development of the course and let me just focus on the development. And this was something that actually enabled me to make the course. So when I finished the course, it had over 115 lectures with 11 hours of video content. But that's not the important part. The important part is, how did I make an impact? Was I able to make an impact? Because at the end of the day, all I want to do is have more people learn computer science. And if that's not happening, then this online course is of no use at all. And today, I can proudly say that I have 2,000 students globally with over 10,000 hours of computer science education video views. And that's something that is really much bigger than I expected. When I started this, I was just hoping to help, maybe let's say maximum of 20 students at my high school. That's all I wanted to do, just 20 of my friends. And this turned into 2,000, 100 times more than what I had initially aimed for. And that just really shows the magic of technology and how much computer science education is valued by people. And my impact, I wanted my impact to just remain within my school. But today, it's not within my school. It's not within my city. It's not within my state. It's not even within my country. Today, the impact has gone global. And as you can see on this map, you can see that this course has spread out to various corners of the world. And it's a really great feeling to know that even when I'm sleeping at night, there might be a student on the other side of the world in India working, listening to me talking, and learning computer science. And that's such a rewarding feeling. And the best part of all was when I received this testimonial from one of my students, Zaggy from the Midwest. And he told me about how he loved computer science and he's always wanted to do computer science, but he wasn't able to because it wasn't offered at his school. And my course gave him that opportunity. And, I thought to myself, wow, that was me just a couple months ago. I was that same guy saying, wow, I wish I could do AP Computer Science. And that was such a rewarding and exciting feeling. And that's really what made me feel like everything I had done was worth it, because just that one student, just one person being able to get AP Computer Science education is more than enough for me, because one more person who has access to the education that they deserve. I think that the main takeaway from this talk should be for you guys that there's so many great online education resources these days. You can use Khan Academy. But the thing is, these things have gaps, and I've learned that. I've seen there's a gap for AP Computer Science. But there's a gap for so many different things, because these days there's so much for people to learn. And all of you sitting in the audience have your unique talents, have your unique strengths. And it's really important that you guys leverage those strengths and help out others. Because when you help out others, you can hope that they will make the world a better place as well. Thank you.